He's a nerd.
Yeah, well, it just seems to me like, it's all about who looks the most comfortable while they're lying to you.
It's a reality show. That's what it is. Well, he was more confident last time. Yeah. Well, I liked his tie.
Yeah.
Okay,
he looks presidential.
It's because Mitt Romney is more comfortable when he's behind a podium. That's what they say. So he won the first debate because there was a podium.
He seems more likable. Who gives a shit?
In the second debate, they're walking around and sitting on stools, and they say Obama's better at walking around and sitting on stools. So he won the second one.
Romney had to practice getting up and off a stool, remember?
Yeah. And then they had the tiebreaker where they sit at the table.
Because they said he's a Mormon. He doesn't go to many bars, so he really doesn't know how to use a stool.
Yeah.
So he's actually practicing for the
It's amazing. Just because you don't drink doesn't mean you don't sit.
Exactly.
Right.
So stupid.
You usually sit more when you... Well, when you drink, that's true.
Yeah. Romney didn't walk around that stage.
I drive when I drink.
I've been loving drinking lately. Oh,
yeah.
Lagavulin, Scotch.
Really?
What is that?
Fucking drinking Scotch?
Drinking Scotch.
This what Hollywood
living
does to a nice girl like you.
I like drinking Scotch too.
I love drinking Scotch. I went to New Orleans and shit hit the fan.
Scotch.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just got fucking
fucked up.
Retarded.
Do you get wasted every night?
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I haven't drank
every second night you take a night off, then then the next night.
If I know I'm not gonna have to be on camera for a while.
Yeah. But like when you're on tour, like you get wasted before the show.
I did not have one drink in Charlotte.
After the show?
No.
Not even after the show?
No.
Couple of Lagavulins?
No, I don't.
Really?
No. Do you? Do you drink on the road?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
Do you drink like?
I don't drink before. I don't drink before the show.
Yeah.
And I don't drink during the show usually.
Right.
Sometimes they send me a shot on stage, and then you have to drink the shot. So now I've gotten in the habit of telling the bar to send me a fake shot. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows if someone's. But because I don't like being drunk on stage. But then after the show, I like to have a drink or two. And I like Scotch. I like to drink Scotch myself.
It's a real bad feeling getting on stage. Your first 90 seconds, you slur a word.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that. That's the worst feeling.
Oh, it is bad.
And being hungover at the airport's not fun either.
Not good.
Fuck. Isn't that is a bad place to be hungover. I hate that shit.
No comfortable seats.
Oh yeah, you're just waiting. One thing you don't want to do when you're hungover is wait for anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just the thing of waiting. Ugh. It's annoying.
I'm in my 40s now, and I don't recover very quickly. So I'm making a point to drink less on the road, but I still drink on the road. You don't drink at all on the road, huh? But you like some Lagavulin when you're not on the road.
Yeah. I pick and choose when I drink, and when I do, I really do it.
Are you performing in New York this week?
I'm performing kind of 45 minutes from New York.
Oh, yeah, cool.
You're at Caroline's.
Yeah, Caroline's. You going to come down to Caroline's, have some Lagavulin with me?
I would love to. I'll be up in Nyack.
Oh, okay.
Levity Live.
Oh, yeah, I played there last year. That was
Look
good.
at you guys.
We're running all over the place. Everyone go to Levity Live, and everyone go to Caroline's.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you live in Philly.
Jimmy at Helium, right?
I'm going to guess that the Late Show tonight is sold out by now, so I'm going to guess the only show with availability would be the Sunday 7 p.m. show.
Is that Helium? At Helium?
Yeah.
See, I know all the stuff now. I've been doing this for a while.
This is
I'm doing a show at Helium in a couple of months, too. Helium.
Look at you.
I'm doing a one-nighter. Doing a one-nighter at Helium in a few months.
You doing a showcase?
He knows all the lingo now.
He didn't know any of this.
Lingo.
A couple years back when you first came on the show.
No, you were a babe in the comedy woods.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Fancy.
Yeah. That's pretty goddamn cool though that you've been doing this now for a while.
And
people seem to like. Do you bomb though out there sometimes?
No,
you don't
never
bomb
do.
anymore.
Never do. Don't even worry about it. If you're thinking of coming to my show, don't worry about it. You'll have some laughs. It's going to be fun. I never bomb.
Who opens for you? Do you bring somebody?
I just usually get someone local. Yeah.
That's cool.
Just get someone local. Just
local
Take
guy.
a chance.
Yeah.
And they're all great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Actually, I've met a lot of cool people around the country.
sure.
And,
Wow.
and sometimes I travel with a friend or something, but usually not. Just I like
the local guy that you know probably never ever leaves that club.
Yeah, I find when I like for a while
shaking her head.
when I travel with people, then you got to talk to them and stuff and hang out with them.
I'd rather just be by
I'd rather just be by myself.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing that too lately.
You can always just leave, go, okay, it's bye, and you go back
You're
to your
like,
hotel.
are you hungry? I'm hungry. Let's go together. In Charlotte, the first night, this dude, it's such a gamble who they pair you with. This guy went up. Right before he goes up, he comes back to the green room. He meets the guy opening for me. And he doesn't even look at me, just sort of puts his hand out like to give me like a kind of high five, like a brother, like a, hey, it doesn't even look at me. I go, no, No, I'm a girl. Hi. No, and you can look at someone when you meet them. I think he was just nervous and trying to play it too cool.
Right. Yeah.
And then before he leaves
shot
the room,
that right down.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
you
no,
turn that
just
into
treat me like
now
a comedian.
I feel like an asshole.
Right.
And then I'm like, and before he leaves the room, I'm like, and you have a sensor on your shirt. And he goes, "Oh, I was in a rush." And I'm like, "Okay, great."
You mean like he stole something from the Gap?
Shirt
and
from
the
Urban
sensor was
Outfitters.
still on
And his sensor was on a shirt. And he goes, "I was in a rush." I'm like, "Oh, that's why you didn't pay for it."
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean? How does Amy know? She's told the stories.
How do you know you're not like a prop guy? He's not a prop guy.
I thought
part of his act.
maybe it's part of the act.
He'd be like,
and then
look, I got this sensor on my shirt. Anyone ever walk out with a sensor on their shirt? Right? I'm not alone here.
maybe he did
I'm not
that,
alone.
but he did not do that. It was not a part of the act.
Boy.
Wow.
It's a gamble.
Oh, it certainly is.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
And then they explode ink when you when you break the.
Yeah, how
There's
do you
shoots
get it
ink
off?
all over it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
And then you'll see someone with ink all over their shirt. You know what happens.
Yeah, it's like when you rob a bank and then the money has an ink thing in it. You know,
Right.
That's sort of like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dye packet.
When I shoplifted,
I watched those shows.
I never stole anything with a sensor on it when I was shoplifting.
No. When I was
didn't have them
stealing,
back then, really.
stealing stuff as a youth, they didn't have any of that.
No,
shit.
they didn't have any
No,
of
they
that shit.
they had it when I was doing it, but not.
They had, you know, what the deterrent was when I was a kid? Fear.
Yeah.
Fear.
That was
Did
it.
you ever do any shoplifting growing up?
Oh, fuck yeah.
The
Yeah.
obligatory candy,
Yeah.
shit like that, but never anything big. And you were petrified that either your parents are going to find out or the store owner. Even back then, they didn't call the cops. They fucking whacked you. They threw you out of the place. You couldn't go back in, and that was like the place that you went. That was like your bar as a kid, was the candy
fear
store.
is the best part.
Fear.
The fear is the best
That's
part.
what it was.
But
I
not,
was
not
just-
from a mom and pop shop, like, you know.
Well,
like a
It's a nice
department
adrenaline
store.
rush.
Yeah.
Sort of a cheap adrenaline rush shoplifting.
Totally.
yeah. You definitely
What
get
have
a
you
little-
stolen, Tim? Tom, sorry.
I
Tom?
I don't do it anymore. But no, it was just one sort of week, I think, in high school where some kid I was hanging out with who was a bad influence. We would go up to Dairy Queen every day at the mall
DQ?
for lunch, and and then he'd say, he started. This guy was like stealing stuff all the time. And then he was sort of like kind of, peer pressuring me into stealing
man.
something. So I went into the department store and I stole like a Pope John Paul spoon
Department store is this?
and a Duran Duran cassette. Because it was just like it was in the back in a sort of
You
a
go
bin
together.
somewhere.
It was in the safe area.
Yeah, it was a safe area. So I just stole
Where they
some stuff
give a
I didn't
shit.
want.
That must have been the time where the Pope was coming around.
I don't feel bad about because nobody would have ever bought that stuff.
No,
It
no.
seems
Maybe
like
the
you
Duran
feel a little bad about it.
I do feel bad about it. Yeah, I do feel bad about it.
I never felt guilty about stealing
Never.
anything.
Nope.
Yeah.
Never.
I've never stole again though since then.
Really?
Yeah. Never
Wow.
have stolen
What a nice
anything
guy.
since. Yeah.
I have a record.
I stole out of like the thrill and then out of necessity after I got old enough where I didn't have money and like the drive shaft went on my truck once. I had a Ford pickup truck and the drive shaft fell right out of it. So I didn't have money to fix it. So I went out that night with my friends and we found a truck that was exactly like mine and I just went under with a wrench and
You hooligan.
took the drive shaft, and all I could think of, and it wasn't a guilt thing, it was him starting the truck up in the morning, putting it in gear, stepping on the gas, and just hearing, whoa, and going nowhere, and wondering, and it probably took him so long, because the first thing you think is not, my drive shaft must be missing.
Was
Yeah.
stolen.
You think, like, there's a problem with it. So, but it made me laugh more than feel bad at all. I wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, the poor guy. I was like, I'd love to fucking see his face.
yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. Let me clarify my story just real quickly because I'm feeling a little bit of guilt right now for telling the story.
no.
And I'm realizing actually it wasn't a Duran Duran cassette. I just said that to make the story easier to understand quickly on the radio.
Yeah.
It was Arcadia. Remember Arcadia?
Arcadia, okay.
Had the Duran Duran offshoot where John Taylor
Yeah,
and
John Taylor.
and Simon Le Bon or something went off and did a side project. So it was in a
Even
bargain
worse.
bin, and I figured no one was ever going to buy that cassette. And then the spoon, it was no one would ever. It was a spoon that had
Sounds
Pope
like a
John
nice
Paul
spoon.
II on it, right?
Right.
Who's buying
So
that?
I just figured no one would buy it anyway, so it didn't really feel like stealing because no one was ever going to buy it anyway. It was
You're
Arcadia.
okay.
It was not Duran Duran. That's all
you
I'm
know
saying.
what,
It was
Tom?
Arcadia.
Tom Green's got
You're
some
okay.
guilt.
You're
I don't
clarify.
know. I don't
Little guilt.
know.
I
wanna
Arcadia
clarify.
had its time.
Just
and
want to clarify it was Arcadia.
People love religion and they love spoons. I don't know that you're
Yes.
right about nobody else wanting
Okay.
it.
Well, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go back to that department store. Except they turned it into an indoor go-kart track. Years later, they turned the department store into an indoor go-kart track.
So you were onto something.
I'd probably put them out of business.
So when did you steal a go-kart?
Yeah.
You thief? Yeah.
That would be the funniest thing to try and steal.
That would be really fun. Oh, man. Could you even get them out of there? That would be great. Just down the street.
Maybe.
I love those things. Who doesn't love a good go-kart track?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Tom, you ever going to fall in love again?
Thing.
Yeah, sure, yeah. You know, I'm kind of, I'm going through a sort of a tough breakup right now, to be honest with you.
Not to get into Tom Green, my God. What happened?
I don't know if I think it's actually, what happened was, honestly, I screw everything up, basically, is what happened. I screw everything up. So I was with my girlfriend for 2 years. I had a girlfriend the last time I was here.
That's a pretty
and now I'm sort of
good run.
Recently in the sort of throes of a depressing breakup. And it's upsetting.
What happened?
What'd you do?
What happened?
I must have just been did something wrong. I don't know. It's hard being on the road. I'm on the road all the time, and then I get stressed out and stuff, and I start
waitresses in Charlotte.
No, it's not so much that really. It's just more like I just get stressed out, and then I start freaking out about everything, and then just typical stuff.
Too much pressure and stress for her.
Yeah.
Right?
Now I'm sort of in this position where I realize that it was probably it's not a good thing to have be breaking up with my girlfriend. So
get back together.
Yeah, I know.
Did
but
you
I don't
break
think
up with her?
No, I wasn't really. I don't really think so. No, it was. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Was it amicable?
I don't really want to say. No. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it was a good thing to do, though. At this point, I feel like it was a bad thing to do. So I'm a little torn up about it. To be honest,
I think you always go through that, like right after you go through
Since
that.
you brought
I don't
it up,
think this was good, and then it gets okay.
Yeah,
you don't have to talk about this stuff just because we break.
No, I know, but I wanted to give you an honest answer. You know,
but you don't have to talk about
going to fall in love again, and then I realized, I guess I sort of was in love, and now I'm not in love.
It's bad right now, but you guys will get back together, and it'll be fine.
I actually hope we do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.